Hello and welcome back to my nail corner. I feel like I'm welcoming myself back to my nail corner also. I mean, I've been here, I've just been doing it on my own, not recording it, just doing the nails I felt like doing. And now I'm back. So this is the mani we are jumping into today. I will introduce it and then chat at you guys. There was a succulent trio last fall at Kimberz Kreations. This is actually the third color that came with the trio. So it was this gorgeous sagey green, this glitter I drool over, and that kind of like brown tone neutral. But man, do I love a good wine. And I had this color in my collection from a prior trio that Kimberz Kreations released, and I loved it so much. So I am wearing those three colors on my right hand on my itty bitty shorties, and I have those done with a matte top coat, which honestly, the glitter with a matte top coat, I loved. I thought it was so cool. And then now I'm doing it on my left hand, and we are gonna go glossy. So in the normal world, I am still walking around with kind of shorter, kind of nubs, a little bit rounded on my right hand, and then my left hand is wearing kind of my favorite shape, which is like a shorter, kind of tapered square. I love the way long nails look on so many people, but I just do not function very well with them, and then I break one, and then I have to keep up with either doing like a builder gel like fix or whatnot. I love that so many people benefit from like jelly tips and stuff. I don't feel like they cooperate with my lifestyle, not just the length, but for whatever reason, you know, everybody's nail constitution is different, and I just would find that I had to do like file down around my cuticle more often with lifting than I do with builder gel. Builder gel is like my jam as an overlay, so that's what I like to do, and that's what you're seeing here over my natural nails. My only struggle with that is sometimes this square shape. I do get like lifting sometimes around the very top corners of my nails where I've filed them very square. If I don't keep dip over them, it just kind of like the wear and tear and the dishes and the kids and like all the things tend to just kind of make those corners pull away. I think more so because of the square shape. So my right hand being my dominant hand, keeping them a little bit shorter and a little bit more rounded on the corners really helps them kind of just wear better. And man, do I type faster with short nails. So that's another benefit. Anyway, this beautiful sage color, I was loving. I'm really like, I found that I bought a sweatshirt recently that color. I bought a phone case that's like a little shade darker than that, but that same kind of tone. I'm really into the sagey greens lately. So this was the perfect mani for me. I also love a wine colored nail. So this like burgundy was just perfect, and the glitter pulls it all together. So again, if you haven't seen one of my prior videos that'll walk you through the steps of dipping, you may want to pop back and like look for one of those with the basics if you're here for an instructional, because this is more of a catch up kind of video while I'm doing my nails. So I kind of fell off the map. Like, I think it's been 5 months since my last upload, and I'm sorry for that. I didn't really plan on such a long break. I just was kind of slowing down on uploads and all that, and then all of a sudden I just wasn't uploading. There was nothing wrong. Life has just been life. It's been busy, and I wasn't making time to sit down, record videos, edit videos, do the voiceovers and get those uploaded. It was just kind of a break I needed. I did continue to do my nails. I spent most of the summer kind of rocking builder gel the bulk of the time, and we did some pretty big, like we did a big house project over at my dad's house and things like that, and I just kept my nails kind of protected but with just kind of builder gel going on. So my left hand rocked like oh, what's the name of it? I'm gonna have to look it up, it's escaping me, but it's like a beautiful pearly whitish builder gel from West Coast Dips. I'm going to pop pictures in here. And my right hand had this really nice milky pink, I think it was called Gwyn from West Coast Dips. So most of the summer my hands didn't even match, but they had some of my favorite builder gels on just to keep my nails protected and strong. So yeah, the summer was full. The kids had, we took the summer off obviously from homeschooling. I always say I'm not going to take the full summer off, that we're going to do a couple lessons each week just to kind of keep in the rhythm of things. But then by the time the middle of June comes around and we're on school break, I'm just as done as they are and in need of the break for our sanity and just kind of to rebuild my patience, I think. So we are back at the school year. The 12 weeks of summer flew by even faster than I anticipated. I have a 3rd and a 5th grader now, which is just crazy, but we're rolling with it. So my kids are homeschooled, but we do like a 1 day a week. They go to school where they do have a accredited teacher, like someone legitimately who went to school for that, and are in a classroom with other kids. They're small classrooms of about like a dozen other homeschooled kids, but they get that opportunity to be in a classroom, learn the recess and lunch and raise your hand, and just kind of, if they're ever in a school setting in the future, as they get older, then they'll be familiar with that. And then they go for a half day on Fridays and they get to do fun electives like art and music and the things that I don't want to make a mess with at home, and PE and stuff like that. So I get a day and a half kind of where I get to just be on my own, catch up on groceries or household stuff. And part of that I think is going to be getting a video edited and up on this channel for y'all. So I'm thankful that you're here, and so many of you reached out with messages or emails and just said, hey, I'm thinking about you, I miss seeing you on YouTube, and I hope you're well. And I really appreciate that. And again, I'm sorry that I kind of just disappeared without explanation. It just wasn't planned, so I didn't kind of do a send-off, and I didn't know how long it would end up being. Once I kind of took a break, I was like, man, when am I going to get back into this? But the fall, once I got into the rhythm with our school day and that kind of structure again, I am just going to add in the structure of getting my videos recorded and uploaded, because I have missed doing it. I've missed talking to you guys. I've missed kind of sitting down and having a mani plan, not just like, I love my builder gel and the basics of it, but like I've loved like putting 3 colors on my nails again. It felt so basic to have just one color on one hand, even though I had mismatched hands. How crazy is that? This is how we live in this nail world. Anyway, this trio was the perfect introduction to fall for me. So if you don't have these colors still are available on the Kimberz Kreations website. Her products are amazing. I have had no complaints ever from any of the stuff that I've used from Kimber. The trio, like I said, does come with a different 3rd color, not that burgundy color, but I will list all of the colors in the description box below. And, this is the other thing I wanted to talk about, the liquids that I am using. I am using the Revel Nail Sensitive liquids. So I also was taking kind of during that break and enjoying the fact that I wasn't having any dip flu. You guys, it's not terrible. It's not like a big bad allergic reaction, but after I use dip liquids, I get stuffy and sneezy for like a day. So I will like go to bed that night and be kind of fine, maybe a little sneezy, and I wake up in the morning like stuffy, congested, kind of like I'm getting a cold, except I know that it's dip flu. So if you're doing your nails with dip liquids like a couple times a week, sometimes I was doing, or even the once a week, to spend, a day and a half or something every week feeling sick was kind of not the best. You get used to it, and like I said, it wasn't the end of the world, but I was like, man, if there's a fix for this, I want to find it. So I had tried other sensitive liquids before, and for one reason or another, they weren't my favorite. So I just kind of continued to go on with regular dip liquids, and I have so many brands of dip liquids that I love. I love the Triple D liquids, I love the Mani Boss liquids, I love the Gigi's Customs up in Canada dip liquids. There are so many that I love so much and highly recommend, but I just would have a reaction to them. So when Revel released these, I thought, okay, I'll give them a try. The dip base is truly odorless. It just doesn't have any smell. Now, I'm not saying the odor was what bothered me, but I was hopeful when I noticed it had no smell that maybe that would be a big, like a game changer. The Activator still kind of smells like Activator, and then it comes with a gel top coat, which their gel top coat is not my favorite, but it does the trick, and it comes with the set, so that's kind of cool. So it does not come with a dip top coat. I'm not sure the reasoning behind that, but just so you know, if you do buy those liquids, it's a dip base, an activator, and then a gel top coat. So you'll need to have a lamp, and they actually do sell them as like a combo, so you can get the set of liquids and a lamp if you don't have one. So that's an option as well. But I have had absolutely zero dip flu reaction to the sensitive liquids. Now, I will say the base has a much slower dry time than I am used to. And I've been doing my nails for, gosh, 7 years now. Yeah, I think my birthday is next week, in fact, and my first dip kit was a French dip kit from Revel that I had requested as a birthday gift, and that would be 7 years ago now. That is crazy. So all that to say, I can really kind of fly through a mani if I need to, and so I'm like, throw that powder on, brush it off, and I can't move that quickly with this dip base. So my rhythm has started to kind of change a little bit. You'll notice that I did my 2 sage dips in that color, and then I did 1 dip in the burgundy, and then I dusted off the sage and did the second one, because if I had done those 2 sage nails and immediately gone back to dust off like the excess and do a second coat, it wouldn't have been quite ready for me to dust that off. And I don't want to be like sitting there waiting for like 2 minutes or whatever before I can dust off the excess and do a second dip. So I'm tending to do like first dip of all of my solids, go back and do a second dip of all of my solids, do my clear dip over those, and then do my glitter nail. You guys, how stunning is that glitter? Which now I'm encapsulating in clear. But yes, anyway, you'll see it in the end. But that's kind of why my rhythm is changing a little bit in my process for how I go through a mani. It's because of that slow dry time. So that's just something to be aware of if you haven't used them and want to try them. That can be a huge benefit when you are doing something like an ombre or just anything that needs a little more time to get your dip on your nails. A slow dry time can be a huge benefit. So if you can be a little patient and not overly speedy like I am, then these would be great liquids for you to try out if you have any dip flu reaction and that causes a challenge for you. So I am using this stiff bristled brush to get the excess clear dip off of my nails. I highly recommend that. If you dip in clear, sometimes if you just use like a light fluffy brush, it doesn't get enough of that clear acrylic off of your nail, and it can just make it look either like speckled or cloudy. So if you've ever done a clear dip and then activated and you're like, why does my color look like it has speckles in it or like little bubbles? It's because you didn't get all that excess clear dip off before activating. So if you have a stiff brush like this, if you don't have like a manicure brush like these are, you can just use like a toothbrush, whatever you have on hand to really scrub that excess off. So as you can see, I did that glitter nail last, and I've just done all of the dusting off of the solid nails, and that glitter nail is still not quite ready for me to take like that bristled brush to it. So that's what I mean by slow dry time. You just got to be aware, test it out with your finger first, and if it's still feeling sticky, you're gonna want to wait, or you're gonna mess it up and just be real sad about it. So now I've gone ahead and activated that nail and going against see, I told you all to be patient and then brush it off with a stiff brush, and then I was like, meh, it's fine. Because even though I feel like it helps with clarity, over glitter, I'm not going to notice the little speckles really at all. But over a solid nail, especially a darker color, you would notice those little extra like clear bubbles. So while the activator is setting on a glitter nail, I like to just press it down like you see me doing there to give more of a smooth surface before I have to file. It really helps to kind of keep things pressed down, and those glitters just laid so nicely. Man, I love this mani. I already want to wear it again. So I went ahead and filed and shaped and all those things off camera. And then I am going to go in with my gel base and top coat from Triple D because they are one of my favorite gels. So the reason I'm using a gel base first in this process is because gel top coat does not like to adhere over a smooth surface, but laying gel base down and curing it for 30 seconds first will give that gel top coat something tacky to adhere to, and it will eliminate any peeling that you might have from a gel top coat over a dip powder mani. So here we are back to me jammering. See, you guys, if you've stuck with me through this video, God bless you, because I feel so rough. I feel so out of routine and habit. Like I feel like a fish out of water. It's been so long since I did a voiceover, and I'm saying things like jammering instead of jabbering. So I've been jabbering on about ins and outs of like my summer and all that stuff, and now back to nails, and now back to personal stuff. How have you guys been? Have you guys kept up with your nails over a busy summer? Did anyone take an amazing vacation? Drop it in the comments below and let me know what you guys have been up to since May, now that it's October. Who can believe that? We did not do any big trips this year. We kind of alternate. One year kind of sticking close to home, maybe taking on a bigger house project and spending money that way. And then the alternate year, we usually take a big trip to the East Coast and visit family over there for a couple weeks. So next year will be our like trip back east. This year we kind of stuck close to home. My husband and I did like a weekend getaway over our anniversary in the middle of the summer, and then we did take the kids for a weekend down to the Oregon coast just to end the summer. So the very last weekend of August we did that, which was super fun. So now I'm speeding right through that gel top coat over the gel base, apply it just like your gel base, it's all the same, and then cure that top coat for 60 seconds and you will have a beautiful glossy mani. I love my Triple D gels. They're really nice, like they're thin but not runny. They're just a great consistency and they hold up so well. So I'm going to go in with cuticle oil like I always do to finish up my mani. That's just going to hydrate my cuticles and the skin around my nails after all the filing and buffing and chemicals and all that stuff. And this was a brand new cuticle pen, so I had to go ahead and prime it. But oh my goodness, I love the foam tip on these cuticle pens from Triple D. So if you don't have some of those, definitely snag them. If you guys are ever shopping anything that I've mentioned in a video, feel free to check the link below and see if I have a discount code or like a first-time buyer's discount referral or something with the brand. I try to keep that updated for you guys. So definitely check out Kimberz Kreations if you haven't, and Triple D. I love all of their stuff. They have just great things. And also you'll be probably seeing a lot of this kind of format from me in the future. I've been kind of doing my hands matching, even though they're like different shapes and lengths. I've been doing my two hands kind of the same and rocking a mani for a week, and I'm hoping doing that will keep me from being like too overwhelmed or feeling like I have to come up with something new and fancy and creative. I just want to be here with you guys and do pretty nails. So definitely check out this trio. Let me know how your summer has been, and just drop a comment below and let me know that you were here. So thanks for joining me, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye now.